Hello there, how are you doing? Now in this video you're going to learn about functions. Okay, functions are extremely powerful in JavaScript, and in JavaScript functions are a bit different than what functions do in other programming languages. Okay, so they have extra behavior. The reason being is that functions are objects. Okay, so it sounds a bit crazy when you first heard, but yeah, that's what it is, because in like we discussed earlier, in JavaScript everything inherits this object type. Okay, so functions are basically objects, so function names are just the pointers. Okay, so what I mean to say is I want to explain to you by writing some code. Okay, so let me create a function first. Function you create using a function keyword and give it a name. So let's give it a name total. And what I want to do is I want to take two arguments. Okay, num1, num2, and I want to return the total. Okay, so what I can do is return num1 plus num2. Okay, that's my function there, and each function is an instance of a function type. Okay, I'll come back to this one. Function name without this access the function but does not execute the function. Okay, so to execute this function, let's say console.log. Okay, so I have this function and I want to use this function. So what I will do is total, and then I give some arguments too. Okay, so I'm referencing the function. Okay, and I'm giving two arguments. So these parentheses, these two brackets I have used. Okay, this causes the function to execute. Okay, let's save it and see the result. And as you can see, we get 3 because the function worked. We executed the function. However, if you didn't include these parentheses and you just reference to the function, what you get is the actual function itself. Okay, it's not operating the actual function itself, because we are not invoking. This means invoking the function. Just this is just the referencing to the function. Okay, so if you see that, as you can see, the function, it prints the function, actual function itself. Okay, so this becomes useful when you're programming later down the road. You will come across a situation like this where you just need to reference the function, but you don't want to actually execute it there. When you're writing some code, maybe somewhere down you want to reference the function, but the actual function will execute based on other criteria. Okay, so in that case, this becomes super useful. The key to understand from this lesson is the function are actually objects. Okay, so let's get back to this one. Each function is an instance of a function type. Okay, so that sounds a bit weird, but what that means is, just like we've been we're able to create object type or array type using this new keyword. So if you want to create an array, you can use the new keyword and followed by the array constructor. In JavaScript, almost you can use the same pattern to create object, right? You can create object like this, or using the object literal. You could create arrays like that I showed you, or like this, right? Same as that. Functions also you can create using a function keyword. Okay, that's what I meant by saying this instance of a function type. Okay, but all these types, all these reference types inherits the object type. Okay, so they all have the characteristic of object. So the new function, for example, let's say we wanted to write this function in this manner using the constructor. So what we could do is I could pass the arguments num2, and then I could say return num1 plus num2. So this function should work just like this one. So let's give it a try. Total is not a function. New function. Okay, let's assign it to a variable. Variable total equals to new function. Okay, so it works. So this is not recommended, all right, but I just wanted to show you that that's possible, so that you get better understanding of function. All right. Okay, so this is it for this lesson. In the next lesson, we're going to talk about function, more about function, we're going to talk about function declaration and function expression. All right, so I'll see you in the next video.